Hi, I'm Lynn Hawes. I'm the VP. Gary's the president. I do a little bit of everything. I do payroll and the books and step in when somebody is not here. Everything from putting berries on to taking berries off to making pies to making chocolates and to packaging and boxing, and also I do all the labels. We both grew up in Montana, met at 4-H camp at junior high, but we didn't start dating until he came home from the service. He was in the Navy. Then we started going out. We always have been doing blueberries for about 30 years, and we've been in Sherwood for about 35 years. So we planted all the plants after we got done with our full-time jobs. So from 6 to 9, I was on the tractor. Well, I wanted to do it so that both of us could be working during the day, and we could, like the summer times, I could devote on blueberries. And it just kind of grew from there, and we just started doing different products every year.
Because with us both working, I was an art director downtown and she was a teacher, we figured it'd be a good excuse to have this something for the kids in the summer months. They could do U-Pick or whatever, keep them busy. But sports and other things, happen. So then we got pushed back into it more. And a lot of people call them the older varieties. They're Blu-ray, Blue Crop, Berkeley, Ivanhoe's. But to me, I think they're the more flavorful fruit. They've never been designed to be commercially harvested really with the big harvesters. The newer varieties have a thicker skin on them so they can withstand the processing with the beater of the harvesters and stuff. For the older ones, if you leave them on like we do to get a sweeter blueberry, then they have a tendency to want to get bruised or break. So we're delicate with them. We adjust our harvesters and we're pretty good with them, because everything that we do out here is organic at the farm. The organic is making sure that you have no pesticides or herbicides. At the same time, you're worrying about how stuff is growing in the ground, how you amend the soil, what do you add. A good example is with bug control. A lot of farms, they'll be out there spraying for pests and whatnot. We bring in other insects like ladybugs to eat the smaller little creatures that are out there. We bring praying mantis in, and we turn those loose in the field. So they'll eat a lot of the larger worms and bugs. It's one that I don't have any problem feeding to my family. At the same time, I have no problem feeding to the world family. Where if you buy stuff in the supermarkets, I hate to say it, but I can walk around and I can almost judge. You can smell, be it the pesticide that was used or the herbicides, and we don't want that in anybody's bodies. It's from the very get-go. It's even, it's before the plant even produces. We propagate our own plants here at the farm from the old varieties, grow those, and then we go ahead and literally grow the plant, pick the berries off of the plant, bring that in, clean it. We've got an entire cleaning process so we can maintain control there over it. So when we harvest, we go out at midnight to pick the blueberries, which is in Oregon, the starting point for becoming the coldest part of the day. So by morning at 6 o'clock, when we bring it back to be processed, cleaned and put into boxes, the temperature maybe has dropped down to 55 degrees. So we maintain the quality level of the product. So then we flash freeze them and we run those to Leaves Cold Storage here, anything that's local here. Then when we start making the product for our customers, we don't mass produce it ahead of time and let it sit on the shelf. What we do is your company calls and says, hey, we want some product. We'll go ahead then, bring it over from the storage, then go ahead and start dehydrating. And that's where we're a little different than a lot of the larger dehydrators. They can mass produce and do millions of pounds. We'll do small quantities and we can so-called design it for you. If you want a higher moisture content, say you want 18 to 20%, we can dry that. If you want something drier than that, we can do that. So that's just one process in the dehydrating, how we follow and field the final product.
We're a small business, but we deal with a lot of companies. It's a hands-on. It's very few people actually working for us, and we all are like a family.